friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I appreciate you stopping by to hang out with me today as I am crafting and finishing up some crocheted hats for doll size hats. But anyway, guys, I've really wanted to be on here before now, but I just haven't been able to. It really sucks not to be able to do the things that you want to do. But my health has just been so unpredictable lately. It's just too much at times, and it's really frustrating not to be able to do things that I want to do, you know? I'm just gonna craft here while I chat. I am cutting a little stem for this hat to have a cherry stem. And let's see, this hat needs this strawberry put together and put on here. And I was wondering if I should do some whipped cream around this. So I might try that just a little bit. But anyway, so Friday, Big Daddy and I did go to my doctor's appointment in Shreveport. Oh, it was a long day. We left here at 8 a.m. because we had a few errands to run around town, and we did not get home until 8 p.m. It was such a long, hard day. I really have not recovered from it all the way yet. I mean, seriously. It took a toll on me. It really did. It has just been hard on me. And my legs and feet swelled up like so bad that my leg, one of my legs has been leaking fluid. And so I've been trying to lay in the bed and you know, try to get that swelling down. I've been trying to do that. So it's hard to, you know, do stuff like this if you're laying in the bed. Right, guys? And we do not have a recliner. Big Daddy had one at one time, but it broke. The mechanism in it broke. And so I tried to find somebody that could fix it, and we even ordered parts for it. And I finally was like, we have spent too much money on that chair. It has got to go. So we couldn't use the chair, so we just got it taken out of the house and threw it away. But I was looking on like Marketplace for him a chair. I never could find one. Every time I'd find one, it was already sold. But then his truck tore up, and so now we wouldn't have a way to go get a chair anyway. I have found one online. I did see one a couple of times, but we don't have a way to pick one up now. So, yeah. Anyway, so we don't have a recliner in the house, so the only way to get my legs up is to lay in the bed. Which is not what I want to do. I don't know if I put 2 or 3 in these. I was going to put 3, but I think I'm putting 2 single crochets. And I'm doing the front loop only. Trying to just make something that might look like a little bit like whipped cream or something like that. And I'm not sure if it's the look I'm going for just yet. But I'll know in a few minutes. I might rip it out or I might leave it. Who knows? So anyway, we finally made it to my appointment. And we was early for my appointment, but we left here really early because we had errands to run in town. And we didn't know how long those errands were going to last. And we didn't even do all the things. Big Daddy needed a haircut desperately. He still hasn't gotten that haircut. But in the end, he felt like we didn't have time, that it might make us late for my appointment, so he didn't get the haircut. So he still needs to get a haircut, and he could have went that Saturday morning afterwards, but we were both just wiped out. Oh my gosh. We barely made it in the house that night. We didn't even bring our stuff in that we had taken with us or had in the car. We didn't even bring stuff in the house. We didn't even get stuff out of the house until Sunday. I finally did a Walmart pickup grocery order, and we went and picked up that stuff, and then when we got back, we brought everything out of the car in. But yeah, when you just wore out and you can't do it, you can't do it. That's just the way it is. And I didn't get, my little buddy that I usually pay to do stuff for us, I didn't get him to go grocery shopping with us or any of that kind of stuff, or to come help bring stuff in, because I haven't been putting out videos, and I pay him on my YouTube money, but I haven't been putting out videos, and so therefore I don't have the funds to do that right now. And so once I pick up and I'm doing better, in that way, I'll, start hiring him to do things again. But I don't know, this one's not going through. Anyway, guys, so I had my doctor's appointment. I was going to tell about that. I don't know. I can't get I'm going to have to move to the next one. I only got one in that one because I can't get it to pull back through. But I had my doctor's appointment. I'm sorry. Let me try to get back on track here. That's hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But I do like the way it looks, I think. Just let me come back to that. So the doctor set up my pump. What this is this is a Samsung phone. And this is the remote control to my pump. So I can turn this on. And what I do is I turn this on. And I hold this over my stomach. I hold this part right here on my stomach, on top of the pump in my stomach. And then this gives me, I'm able to do my medication. And you can see here I got 2 hours and 22 minutes before I'm able to do that again. And I have 2 boluses left for today, so I'll do one this afternoon, and then I'll do another one before I go to bed tonight. So I'm allowed 4 boluses a day, plus my pump is continuously giving me medication. It's just a tiny, tiny amount. And honestly, these boluses is a tiny amount too. But I'm allowed 4 of them a day, and this screen will be blue, and it'll have an arrow on it, and I can push it, and then the next screen will pop up and say that the bolus has started. And so, yeah, that's how it's kind of very interesting to me that, technology has done this, figured this out, and is able to do this. So I have to carry this little thing around with me. I don't carry it around with me, but if I want to use it, I have to go get it. I have to have it handy with me, so I just put it in my purse. Not that I've been going anywhere or anything, but that's where it'll be if I decide, to go anywhere. So yeah, that's my little pump, my little medication thing. And no, I'm not feeling any relief from it yet. But like I said, the amount of medication I'm getting is a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. And so every 2 weeks, I'm going to see him to raise that up 20%. And then every time he'll adjust, you know, accordingly or whatever. Now, I don't know if he goes up on the boluses or if it stays at that amount, that 4 allowance or not. Every doctor's different, and I've read, you know, different things that different doctors do. I'm not sure exactly what my doctor's plan is on that part. And I didn't ask yet because, you know, I just need to get through one step at a time. One step at a time. I don't want to overload myself with too much information. I had enough to remember from that appointment. I didn't need to know future stuff. So anyway, we'll find out. We will find out and see what happens, you know, when I go back. Now, see that some of this is glued down to the point where I can't get the crochet hook in there. I tell you what, my hands have just been giving me fits. This finger is hurting so bad. I don't know if you can tell how red it is around here, but it is very sore. And so I'm trying to just be careful with it. Trying to be very careful with it. But Big Daddy was so sweet. While we were in Shreveport, one of the things that took so long that night before we headed home was there's this little ceramic $5 figurine that I wanted from Target. And so we went to Target here, because online it would say like limited stock. So we went to the Target here and they did not have any. So in Shreveport we went to Target and they did not have any. It said that they had limited stock. I got in there, they did not have any. There was a guy working, putting out stuff in the Valentine section, and I asked him, he said, those go fast. As soon as we put them on the shelf, they're gone. And so I told Big Daddy, I said, he said they're gone. They sell them really fast. And the guy had said, you know, check Bozier's and see if they have any. So I looked online, it said limited stock. So I thought, well, they may not have any, but we're going to pass by there going home. We're going to, go through Bossier. It wasn't right off the interstate. I don't even know how we got there. But, I thought I had my hot glue gun turned on, and I do not. But anyway, we did go to Bossier, and guess what? They had exactly one. And we checked out, and Big Daddy told the lady, he said, wrap that up good, because we came over 100 miles to get that. So I'll show you what it is. It's just a little $5 poodle figurine. Right here. This came from Target in the Valentine section. It's ceramic, and it's just cute, right? And y'all know I have my patina, who's a poodle. Back in the day, I had a white poodle, Sugar, for 11 years, and so I love poodles anyway. So I had seen this, and I wanted it so bad. And so, decided I wanted to get it, but none of the Targets had it. But anyway, Big Daddy was very sweet to get that, go around to these different Targets to find that for me. I told my friend Angela, I said, I have to remember that when he makes me mad here after a while. Right? Because, we all annoy each other. He annoys me, I annoy him. So I told my friend, I said, I'll have to remember this every time he annoys me. Poor fella, but I appreciate him. Determined to get that for me. And you couldn't order it online. It said, not available for order or whatever. whatever reason, I don't know, but it was coming up that you couldn't order it online. I'm having a hard time with this. I am having a hard time. So what are you guys up to? What have you been doing while I've been away over the weekend and Monday? Today is Tuesday, and I'm recording this right now. It is like 5 o'clock. Big Daddy should be coming home soonish. Well, he's working late every day. I don't know why I have so many loops on here. He's working late every day, trying to finish an audit that he has to get turned in by a certain date. I don't remember what the date is, but he's busy. Got a lot of stress on him. So, yeah, I just thought that, I was gonna come on, sit down here and finish up these little hats real quick. Let's see, I only have this little bit I'm doing. I'm gonna put a strawberry on this hat. This ice cream, I put a pretzel and a cookie, and I wanted to put one more thing here because it's kind of like sweet and savory type things on that hat, and so I wanted to put one more thing there, but I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but I will be adding something to that hat. I did go by, where did I go? I went by Joann's. Actually, my neighbor, Zeke's mom, she wanted some yarn from Joann's, and, well, she had went to our Michael's and tried to buy some yarn, and they told her, they went to look to see how much the yarn was, and for some reason they said they couldn't sell it. She didn't know what they meant, but anyway, they wouldn't sell her the yarn, and so she looked online, and Joann's had the yarn, and I told her, I said, well, I'm going to Joann's, on Friday. I will look for it. And she said not to worry about it, but I went ahead and looked for it anyway. And she wanted it in blue. The only color I saw it in was an off-white, and I didn't think she wanted that. But I also told her it was respun. I forgot who, is it Lion Brand? Respun? But anyway, she wanted it in the blue, and they only had it in the off-white. And I told her, when she had messaged me about it, text me, and said that, she tried to get that yarn at Walmart, and at Michael's. And then I said, why are you going to Michael's to get yarn? There's a ton of yarn down here. Come get whatever you want, that. And then she laughed and said that she had some credit for Michael's, and the yarn that she did get, she didn't pay anything for it. Because her vouchers or whatever made the yarn free. I said, well, free is cool, but you can come down here and get yarn. So, but anyway, so I went to Joann's, did not find the yarn she wanted. I did not find the yarn I need to finish a project. And I've looked online, and that yarn is even out of stock online. So, I'm just going to wait and see if it comes back in stock. I'll just keep checking, every week or so when I think about it and see if they have that back in. But my Joann's had a lot of empty spaces. I don't know. Not as bad as my local Michael's, but now I don't have a Joann's in my town, The closest one we have is in Shreveport. Our Michaels has lots of empty bins and just a jumbled up mess. Joann's was not like that, but they did have a lot of empty bins. So I don't know if they, I don't know what the deal is. Now, my other son did tell me, my son Elijah, he did mention that places might be out of things temporarily because of the ice storm we had and trucks couldn't get through, because our Walmart was out of milk for over a week, and that's what, you know, my son said was the reason why. I'm really having a hard time with this, but I'm almost finished, and I done got this far, so I'm doing it. Anyway. Yeah. So, I hope to, like, really and truly, I have felt so bad since we got home Friday night. I just have not felt like doing anything. And I hate to just be on here complaining and just, you know, that I feel so bad, because I usually don't come on and do a video when I do feel that bad, right? I don't come on my sick days or during my sickest times of the day. And so I haven't done a video, but I've missed you guys, and I just wanted to get a video out. It's the end of the month. Oh my gosh, I'm having a time with this. I only have about 3 more stitches left, so I can do it. I can do it. But hopefully I will start to feel better and able to do more. Sometimes it's just hard to make a video, and you know, you might think it's easy, but it's really not. You have to get in the mindset of doing a video. You have to, you know, make sure your house is quiet and be ready to do one. You know, you have to have something to do, a topic, what you're going to show in the video, what are you going to do, and yeah, so sometimes it's hard, especially when you're sick and you're just not feeling well. It's hard to come on and do a video. And I don't think some people, you know, most people don't really realize how hard it can be at times. But I enjoy doing it. I'm not really like complaining that I don't want to do it. I do. Oh man, I got 1 stitch in there, and if I could just get at least one. You know what? I just can't do it. My hand's hurting so bad. I'm just going to join in. I'm going to skip that stitch and just join in. And I should have plugged up my... I may have to let go of a light. To plug up my glue gun. Alright, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. It is 5 o'clock, a little after 5. But I wanted to get this finished, completed, so I can move on to something else. Well, I really wanted to take some pictures with these hats, and I've been wanting to do that for over a week now. and just hasn't been able to do it because I haven't had the energy to do it. And like I was saying, you know, it really does suck not being able to do things that you want to do. And I know some of y'all are right there with me, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I have the willpower, I just don't have the energy. Okay, so it's not as ruffly as I wanted it because I didn't do three single crochets in each one. I did more like 2 and some of them just 1, and then I skipped a couple because I couldn't get my hook to work right. So, and then I did pick this up at Joann's. It was a Christmas ornament, and it was like 80% off, and I broke it as soon as I took it out of the package. Yeah, that's me. Don't know why I did that, but as soon as I took it out of the package, I just broke his head off. And so I need to hot glue that back on. I was waiting until I used my glue gun. Here's a Christmas ornament, but you know, we have Easter coming up, and I thought he was just cute anyway, so I got him. He was 80% off, and so he was like practically nothing, like $1 something, I believe. So I am gonna just hot glue that on there in a moment, and hot glue the strawberry on here, and then just stick that on that hat and letting my glue gun warm up. I wanted to put one more thing on here, so I don't have anything in mind right this moment, so y'all can tell me something to put on it. I would put one more thing right here. It's ice cream, so that's a sweet, and then the salty or savory is a cookie. A pretzel, what would go right here? I mean, it could just be the 2 things, but I could add something else. So if you think of something that's simple that I could just crochet real quick and put right here, I don't want anything too complicated because I do not have it in me. I really just don't have the energy to do anything too complicated at the moment. And then Sissy has been trying to steal this from me ever since I broke the head off. I took it out of the package and broke the head off, and it's just been laying here, and Sissy has been trying to steal it from me. She loves to take stuff, and when she gets up on my desk, it's like, and I'll say, no, get down, get down. And then she just frantically, like, tries to grab something and run with it. Like, she's just so crazy. But anyway, I think it has a lot of fuzz right there. Let me just see if I can trim some of that up. So it is Tuesday. We're working, you know, our way down the week. Tell me what you got going on. What did you do this weekend? What have you accomplished Monday and Tuesday? Just tell me anything you want to tell me. I'll read it. I you know, always come and read the comments. And if you want to ever tell me anything, put it in the comments here on YouTube. That's where I'm going to read. I don't check email. Like, if you send me something on email, I'm most likely never going to see it. I don't check anywhere else except I do Instagram, but I don't go and click on all that extra stuff on there. I just read the comments on photos. Like, if I post a photo and somebody comments on it, I'll read it there, and I read comments on here. Okay, so if you want to tell me something, best thing to do is tell me in the comments here. But yeah, tell me what you guys been doing. What's going on with you guys. And I don't carry a phone around with me because if I pick up my phone, I'm going to drop it about 10 times. And so I don't pick it up unless I just absolutely need to. And I'm still going to drop it during that time. But, you know, phones are kind of pricey, and I don't want to just run out and be replacing a phone all the time. Even though I do have it in a case, it can still, if it lands the, you know, right way, it's going to break. The other day I had my phone, I was trying to do something. I dropped that phone every few seconds. I kept dropping it because my hands are so weak now. I mean, this stuff just slides right out of this hand. I can't hold on to nothing. But this hand is numb. It feels like Scotch tape is all over it. And it's in a lot of pain. And so I can't grip and do things with it. So, yeah, me trying to hold on to a phone is sketchy, to say the least. It is very sketchy. And I had to get a new mat. This little mat came from Dollar Tree. I had one that had glue all over it, but I could peel that glue off and still use the mat. I mean, it didn't bother me that it had glue on it. But my garbage can is right down here. And so I think maybe this mat was laying a little bit further over this way. And maybe it fell in the garbage can and got thrown away. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my mat. It disappeared. And I have a little, like, magazine rack thing on the wall here. Right down here, down below. And that's where I keep my glue gun and my mat. And a couple more things like that. And I don't know what happened to that mat. It disappeared. And so the only thing I can think of is it ended up in the garbage can. So when I went to Dollar Tree the other day, I had to go get something the other Friday morning before we left to go to Shreveport, and I just happened to see that they had some mats, and so I grabbed one for $1.25. But they're great for laying like your hot glue gun on. And this does have like a kickstand. It could be like that, but as I am, I'd knock it over anyway. So I'm going to just add some glue here. I have a couple projects coming up that I want to work on. I'm just trying to get to that point where I can. And I hate being that way. Oh gosh, I don't like this at all. How do you cope? I know some of you are in the same boat. Just tell me, how do you cope? Not being able to do the things you do. I mean, each time I have a setback in my health, I have to like regroup and figure out the new me and adjust accordingly. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes your mind still thinks you can do all the things. Like, my mind thinks I could go out and ride my unicycle, and because I used to ride a unicycle, and so my mind thinks that I could go and do that. But my body would not, trust me, my body would not cooperate with that. So I'm gonna lay this here. I think it's gluing on pretty well. But anyway, yeah, it's hard when you get older and you can't do all the things that you want to do because your body won't cooperate. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's where I'm at right now, is trying to find the new me, trying to regroup. I don't want the new me laying in the bed all the time. I cannot lay down in the bed and crochet. I can't prop up in the bed because it's just awkward. It's an awkward position, and it's not comfortable. I get muscle cramps in my stomach. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it, though. I know that. That's all I do know, is I don't like it. The only thing I can do and lay down is maybe read a book, but then I have a hard time holding the book and dropping it. I did try to read something. One day I was trying to read something laying in the bed, and I dropped the book, and I was just like, whatever. I didn't even get up and try to get it or anything. I'm like, it's gone. I did pick it up later, but not at the time. Okay, so I'm going to stick this strawberry kind of just right here, I guess. Baby, why are you crying? Okay. Ah! Okay, it really didn't burn me. I just felt hot. I felt the warmth. Okay, so there we go. So I did get 3 things accomplished. I finished this. I got this hot glued together. And I finished this hat. So there we go. I did accomplish something today. Thanks for helping me. Thanks for hanging out with me and helping me get these few little things done. And so, oh, here comes Sissy. Yeah, she's like, oh, what can I take? What can I take? She likes to steal little things. And I feel like that might be my fault because I have crocheted them. I don't want her to get burned. I have crocheted them little balls and, and just little things. And so I could be part of the problem. I hadn't crocheted them anything in a while. And now when I find their little crocheted items all over the house, I feel like, oh, it could be my fault that she wants to steal all my crocheted things, right? That could be my fault. And I didn't think about that before. Like I could be starting something. That never crossed my mind. So there is 3 ice cream cone hats for my Blythe dolls. And I tell you what, remember, these can be done in any size. You can make them for a doll size, tiny doll size, all the way up to an adult. Just make any hat. I would, suggest like nothing fancy, just like a single crochet or even a double crochet, just to make the hat. And then for the ruffle around it, do 3 either singles or doubles in the front loop only, all the way around. And then crochet a cone. And all 3 of my cones are different because I didn't have a pattern. I was just kind of making it up as I go. So this one looks really wide. This one looks small. It looks small. And this one is small too, but it's different from this one. So, yeah. And I did put a little polyfill stuffing in the cones. Not a whole lot. Just enough to kind of make them stand up and not just be smushed in. They wouldn't falling over. They would just be like smushed in on the side or something. So I just wanted to fill them. And then if you want to put, some chocolate or whipped cream around them, I did that in the front loops only. I just used a pom-pom for that, crocheted a strawberry and some leaves for this, and then I made this pretzel by just making a chain. I figured out about how long I needed to make a chain to be able to do it in this shape for a pretzel. And I just crocheted a chain, cut it off, cut my working yarn off, and then just glued it on in that shape. So yeah, and this is just 2 strips where I did a chain and single crocheted back down the chain. One of them is a little bit longer than the other. Rolled them up and made a cookie. So yeah, Anyway, guys, I will see you all again in the next video, which I hope is very soon. It could be tomorrow. Who knows? Stay tuned. Bye, friends. Love you guys. And remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet.